Yo. Let me grab this and let me let everyone know we're live. What's up, guys? Let me go here, grab this, share, copy. One sec, guys. Let me put this on Discord so everybody knows. All right, let me put this up right now so we can get everything going. What's up, Nade? How you doing, man? Let's actually put on some banger. How you doing, Abe? Let me pull this up and then we're gonna get started. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good today. Just working on this game and everything like that. Let me make sure this is all good. Nate, what do you like more? Do you like Outlast or Resident Evil more? In your opinion, if you've played one of those. I'm not sure if you have, but or anyone in the chat. I'm always curious what you guys say about those because those two games in my opinion are like very similar. Yeah, it's hard to pick between those two. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Outlast, actually, you think so? What's going on, guys? What's up, Masked Kid? What's up, Roland? No, Outlast is really good. But which Outlast, though? 1 or 2? I feel like they're both really good, too. Let's change this engine scalability so I can actually move around. I feel like they're both really good. Alright, if you guys were here in my first couple of live streams, or if you guys seen my Evie devlogs, you'll kind of recognize some of this, but a lot of it's new. Like this whole area right here, I built probably like a week ago. And I'm still like working on making it look all good and everything like that. And making it look like actually professional. Are you making your own game that you'll publish to Steam? Yeah, I am. This game I'm working on right now, actually. It's called Evie, as of right now at least. But probably gonna have to come up with a new name for it because I think someone on Steam actually has the name Evie. Hold on, I think someone on Steam, not that I can't take the name or like use the name, I mean, but I don't know. I feel like it's better probably for me to just use a name that no one has, just for at least like searching up, so people like when they search up everything, they can see just my game and not everyone else's. But someone has the name Evie, I believe. Yeah, like there's 2 different people that have a game named Evie, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna make my game named that or if I'm gonna just change it up. I like the psychological horror elements, but they went too far with the gore in the second Outlast. Yeah, I don't know. I like the first Outlast. I feel like is actually like really good. Like just the pacing, the way that everything is lined up. I feel like everything in that game is really good. That was made in Unreal 2, I believe. I think Unreal 4. I think it was. Let me see. What was Outlast made in? Let me see. What engine did Outlast use? Yeah, they use Unreal Engine 3. That shows a lot since we're to where we are now. Unreal Engine 3 seems so long ago. But yeah, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's day going? Let me see. All right. So what's on the agenda? Let me pull this up so I can see. So we have a couple things I need to do today. Let's go to Evie in particular. So I need to find metal sounding footsteps for the footsteps in the actual level, because right now they kind of sound like wood. I can't really have that. Can you show the gameplay of your game? If you want to see some of the actual gameplay, or like some of the early snippets, there's no actual like, I mean, I can show me moving the character, but like actual gameplay and stuff like that, I haven't developed like the AI or anything to have like gameplay mechanics, if that's what you mean. What's up, Epic? But like as of right now, like you can move the character around and such. Hold on. Like I have my flashlight, I have everything.
No shit, Evie. Got to go turn on that power.
And I actually need to change that too. On the top left, you can see that objective system. I need to change that as well. And some of the lighting right here. I feel like the lighting right here is a little too like white or something. It's like white with like accenting, and I don't really like that. So I need to change that up. We're gonna have to change up this like flickering effect. I need to make mine better. And I need to actually implement some of the tutorials that I made on the channel to like my own project. I need to implement the inspect tutorial, and then my note tutorial as well. And I'm probably gonna do a little bit more with it to make it so it's a little bit more intricate. But yeah. But as you can see right now, like we have just simple mechanics, just walking around. Just simple mechanics. Gonna work on the inventory soon, and then gonna work on the AI. I actually got a character model that I think is pretty good. And I'll show it to you guys really quickly. Let me find it really fast. Here is the model itself. You guys can tell me what you guys think. Hold on. I'm probably gonna change up the sizing and whatnot, to make it so like it actually aligns and feels as scary as it should be. How did you get that voice? Did you get someone to do it online, or did you find it online? There's this one website that I used. I forget exactly what it was called. I have to actually find it though, because I'm gonna make more dialogue options. But nah, I did get that online, thank god. I mean, if I paid people to do that, that would take so long. So yeah, I couldn't really do that. Plus it would be super expensive. Can you do a vid in the head bobbing rotation that your character has, or did you already upload that? Yeah, I actually have a video of that on the channel already. If you go to the channel, you should, it's one of my earlier ones though, I'm not even gonna lie. It's one of my first couple of videos that I've made. If you go to videos, it's all the way at the bottom. It's like it's just regular like head bobbing. It's right here, realistic head bobbing. One of the first tutorials I made, Romeo. So yeah, you can find that right there. I think I even used some of the same settings in there. So I'm gonna change up some of those though, to be honest with you, because I'm gonna make it a little bit of a slower paced game. So this looks so good. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Can you do a simple video for the dialogue system? So the dialogue system that I made in particular, I definitely could. It's really simple. But I definitely could. It's basically just like you need a file that has like my voiceovers are right here. So I have all of my different voiceovers. Just so we are clear. Right, so like I have
shit, Evie.
So like all of these different ones I have, and basically like I just implement them through sound waves. You can open this up and you can go down and add subtitles. So if you add subtitles, they'll have subtitles actually appear in the engine. Unreal kind of does it for you a little bit, but yeah, I could definitely do a tutorial on that. And maybe like good places to find voices as well, because I know all of us indie devs can't really pay all these people to do voices and stuff like that. Love your Resident Evil type videos. That's how I found you. Thanks, man. Thanks, Romeo. Your video is the one that I watched to make head bobbing in my game. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of my older tutorials, actually. You're working on the note system now? Yeah, that one's a little bit of a longer video. I hope you guys don't have problems with that one. Alright, let's see. So, what I want to do right now, let's see. So let me pull out this really quick. Let me close Steam as well. Alright, so I need to find metal sounding footsteps. I need to get footstep sounds that actually sound like what we're stepping on. It kind of sounds like wood right now. What I'll do is I'll go to freesounds.org. And I'll pause the what do you call it for now. Let's see if I can find some footstep sounds that sound like they match more. Metal footsteps. What's up, Prod? Thanks, man. Appreciate it, bro. Let's see this one.
Metal footsteps that are quiet.
Hold on. This isn't too bad. That's not too bad. Hey, Celiana. It's a little quiet. Hold on. Does he go like louder? That's not bad. Let me put that on the background. Let's see if we can find better ones though. See, that sounds more realistic. If only that was closer. Like, if he was recording that right by his feet, that would actually sound really good. The reverb in that sounds really good. That sounds really good. But also, it kind of sounds like a underground tunnel of some sort. That sounds a little... I don't know. Let's see, what is this one? Indoor... Wait, metal scraping... Oh, no. See, that's why it's always so hard finding like actual... No, that does not. Is that footsteps though? You should do a video on game progression and inventory system for keys that belong to certain doors and stuff. How to make main menu / cutscenes that reposition the character. I guess I didn't make one for a main menu. I could make one for a main menu. I actually have a cutscene one planned, that I'm going to be making somewhat soon. For game progression and like inventory, it's kind of like dependent on how you set up your game. So like if your game is linear, kind of like they have to go to one place in order to go to another, you can do like game triggers or like trigger boxes that basically you set up in your level blueprint, and basically you'd make it so like if they're in that trigger box, you do something, right? So like right now I have it so like it loads and unloads, which is just like level streaming. But if you want to make it so like they can only go to a certain area if they have a certain key, you can always like check if they're in a trigger box and if they have the key using your inventory system that you create. I'm gonna make one eventually, but it's a little bit of a harder tutorial. Plus it would probably take like multiple parts, like especially if I'm doing one like Resident Evil. Those are harder tutorials. I need to rewatch your tutorial vids. Great job, by the way. As after implementing the 8-way movement, the character is lagging while sprinting. It's like sprint animation resets every 0 to 1 second to default. Huh. Yeah, I don't know why I would do something like that. 0.1 seconds to default. I'm not really sure why I would do that. But to default, what do you mean like it resets to default? And what does that mean? You have the same issue, Prod? Like when you, so like let me get this straight. So like when you, let me go through this.
Evie.
When you run,
I've got to go turn on that power.
it resets to default. It resets to just walking. I'm guessing you mean whenever you run, or what's up, SCH? It looks like it's glitching. Don't know how to explain it. So like when you run. Let me see some. Let me see if there's any other. Yeah, if you can. I mean, if you're in the Discord, you could always show a video of it and put it in like code help, and either me or any of the mods on the server or anybody like that can try to help you. You mean the rubber banding running? I fixed that by turning on VSync. What Resident Evil games have you played? Like every Resident Evil game. I think I have. Or not every, that's a little bit extreme. I played like 7, 8, I never finished 4, but I finished 7 and 8. Their first person games are like particularly my favorite. I love how they do the mechanics. That's why I try to like provide tutorials for you guys, because I figure a lot of you guys probably love the mechanics too. A lot of the things they do are somewhat simple, but I started the stream, I don't know if you guys have been in here since the beginning, but I started the stream asking what game you guys like, Outlast or Resident Evil more, because I plan on doing a couple more Outlast type tutorials, like specifically like Outlast pushing items. Like if you can push things in Outlast, like I seen someone push a bookshelf or something, like let me see, bookshelf, like yeah, there's like a whole animation for like pushing this bookshelf and stuff like that. I forget exactly where it is, but I seen that and I plan on making a tutorial for that as well. It, like for me, switches back and forth with the normal walking and sprinting animations while sprinting. On event begin play, I lock FPS to refresh rate or anything. Fixed it for me, just... I don't know. There shouldn't be any issue with, like... You shouldn't have to do anything like that. What it sounds like is if it's switching back immediately, for, like, running and walking, it would definitely be something like your transition state maybe isn't right, or maybe your conditionals aren't right in your NMVP. Like, so if you go to your first person into your animations, or it might, you could just go to your first person blueprint, which I have up here. If you go to your actual mesh and then go to your animation blueprint, you can find all of the stuff where like it handles the logic. So like if I go to my states, which is in my anim graph, if I go to my locomotion, it might be something with this logic that's messing yours up. Like, because if it's going between walking, the walk blend space, and the sprint blend space, it might be something to do with if you didn't set this variable or something, if you follow my tutorial, or if your sprint value isn't actually 250. Like, it could be a lot of things. Yeah. Look awesome. How many gigabyte file of data? For this game in particular, this game would probably be like, I mean, I can't tell you for certain, but I'm going to do a lot of optimization to make it as low as possible. Like, I'm talking about really low. But hopefully no more than like 10 gigabytes, but don't quote me. There's a lot more I want to add to it, so like I hope it will be that low. Speaking of adding, actually, I'll show you guys right now really quickly. I actually got this new pack because if you guys don't know, this is just one level of the space station. So like this is just one level, and then right here we'll go to another level, and there's going to be another level above. So there's going to be like a couple different levels to make it so it's a longer game for you guys to play. So like in saying that, I can't just use kind of like the same exact meshes everywhere. Like I can't use the same exact tunnel and stuff like that. So definitely gonna, I already got this one environment from the Unreal Engine marketplace, and I'm really excited to use it. I forget what it's called though. Is it, oh, here it is, the Sci-Fi Laboratory. I'll show you guys really quickly. I seen it the other day and I was like, wow, this looks pretty good. Let me boot it up right now so I can show you guys. Switches back and forth on the event player, which was awesome. Thank you, SCH. Can you show how I could make it so my chat, so my character can be hit? Hit by AI? Like, what do you mean hit? Yeah, it must be an issue on my end because in the tutorial video it seems seamless. Yeah, it works on my end, but you can always go into the code help and we can always try to help you. Yeah, I was looking at that and I'm pretty new, so I couldn't find anything wrong and everything seemed normal and good. I checked a lot. I'll try to work on it though. Yeah, just like I said earlier, I mean, like the Discord is a pretty good spot to just try to test things out and everything like that. Also make sure your move speeds are the same. Yeah, receiver I made was 5 gigabytes and I barely added anything. Yeah, well that's, yeah, if you make a game and it's 5 gigabytes and you barely add anything, it's probably because you didn't. There's some more optimization that you can really do to make sure that it's all good and everything like that. I forgot to play music again. There's a lot of optimization you could do to make sure that everything is like the correct storage, because sometimes there's like hidden files that you don't really see. But yeah, remember the loop thing is interesting. I'll check it. Seems simple but an easy thing to miss. Yeah, how to set up level streaming system for open world game, like train sim or stuff, something unload and then unload. Or load and then unload. Well, let me drink my water really quick. If you want to have, if it's an open world game, I would recommend using like world partitioning and not level streaming, because world partitioning makes it so like if you go here, if I open a new level, and if you go to open worlds right here, I don't have world partitioning enabled by default, but basically what that means is you can unload and load chunks instead of different areas. So like for example, in my level, since it's a smaller map, or at least not an open world map kind of, where like there's like maybe like a jungle portion or a city portion or whatever you want to have, I just do level streaming so that I can have like this living quarters go away immediately. So like for example, if they're in this portion of the map, there's no reason they should ever see the living quarters, so it shouldn't be rendered at all. So you just make that so it's not seen, and you can unload and load dynamically. But good question, Cloudy Gaming. Epic Nuke, do you have the name for the game? I originally planned on naming it Evie, but I was telling people earlier, the name Eevee is actually like taken on Steam a couple different times. So I have a couple different names. Like I'm thinking either like Project Eevee, maybe Eevee Station, because Eevee's one of the things that I have for this actual game. Like it's kind of like a thing intertwined. But yeah, I was thinking like Project Eevee, like Eevee Station. I think I have more actually. Let me look at my notes really quickly. I have a couple more. maybe like Project Zero. I had a couple that are pretty cool that I thought might actually stick, but I think like Eevee Station or Project Eevee might be my best ones. I'm getting some Alien Isolation vibes by looking at this, which is a huge thumbs up for me. Yeah, I actually never played Alien Isolation, like never in my life, but I had to do some research on it because I didn't want it to obviously be like very similar to Alien Isolation, which is crazy that I actually never played it. But Alien Isolation is a huge inspiration after checking them out and everything like that. Everyone says they're like super scary and they're kind of like the definition of sci-fi horror games, so definitely gonna have to go into that and actually look at how they do everything, so I can really replicate some of the systems they have. Romeo hit by AI, yeah, so it's like unpredictable or uninterruptible. Well, if you have like hit animations, you can make it so like it has to play out the full animation before you get up or anything like that. Likewise, you could do that with the AI as well. Any tutorial for retro PS1 graphics on the way, or are you more realistic graphics? I mean, retro PS1 type graphics are mostly post-processing, so I mean, I'm not too much into post-processing, but like anyone else, I learn as I go with tutorials and everything like that. So as I work on things, I always try to learn more. I could definitely do one in the future, but as of right now, it's not really on the horizon. SCH. I have like a whole list of tutorials. I mean, I'll show you guys really quickly, but there's like a whole list of tutorials that I need to do, and that like I have like scheduled for the channel, and stuff like that. So does UE5 have occlusion culling, by the way? It's what I used in Unity before switching. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and it was so good for stable and high FPS. Yeah, like, so like for people that don't know what occlusion culling is, basically, just so all of us are on the same page. So if I'm right here and I'm looking at this wall, everything behind it that's not seen will be technically unrendered in the scene. So basically it just makes it so everything all over here isn't rendered. And from what I understand, Unity or Unreal Engine has it somewhat, but Unity did it really well. I really liked how Unity had it. But of course, I mean, I switched out of Unity for like many other reasons, but I don't know. I'm not 100% certain. I think they have some level of occlusion culling, but at the same time, level streaming is a lot more efficient, to be honest. Just like loading and unloading parts of the map makes it so like you kind of don't even have to really think about it. You just have to make sure that there's no way for them to go back to that area from like different parts. Like for example, if I had a ladder or something that went down right here and somehow went back up here, but this part was unloaded, it would ruin things for the game, if that makes sense. So just being observant of that. But let's see. I'll actually look it up really quickly. Does Unreal Engine have occlusion culling? Yeah, it has methods for it. I'm not sure if it's as effective as Unity's, but it has occlusion methods for optimizing game performance. In Discord, you should add a channel where people send their assets they made for their game to use or something. I might actually make that. That seems pretty useful. Like just like, I guess like a free place where everyone can add their own assets that they created if they want to share them. That's a pretty good idea. I remember trying that before. Doesn't it hitch when streaming in a level? It does. So if you're doing it with a lot of assets, how I found a method that works pretty good is you want to do every place that has indoor, you want to also make it outdoor. So like for example, it would hitch a lot when I went to like this area, for example, and let's say I wanted to load all of this little space station. It would hitch a lot because of the fact that it was the interior and the exterior. So what I did was I switched it from the exterior is still visible, so like right here you see the exterior still, right, but the interior isn't rendered, so it doesn't lag as much as if the interior was rendered. So basically it's just like the skeleton of it, and you kind of can't really tell. It makes the hitch a lot less noticeable, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's a really good question, because a lot of people struggle with that, and that's why like when you're playing games, sometimes you'll run into certain areas and you'll get a huge lag spike. It's most of the time not on your end, it's the fact that the developers didn't do a great job at optimizing that area. How long this / your game will be to take to be on Steam? Oh, like when will it actually be on Steam? I mean, ideally, like ideal would be like around Halloween time. But with the projection I'm going at, like making tutorials all the time, it kind of makes it a little bit harder to focus on just the game, obviously. But that's ideal. Ideally, I would like to have it up around Halloween time, but my probable like actual projections are probably around like January-ish, I would hope. But I really want to focus on the project, but I feel like it's just like right now at the rate my channel is growing, it's kind of like more important to make sure that I keep providing for you guys, because a lot of people are asking me for certain tutorials. Or I don't know, maybe I just prioritize my game, and then after my game's released, I go back to tutorials as much as I do them now, but I don't know. What's up, Music Fox? How's it going, man? What's up, Al Studios? We have abstraction. There is occlusion, but you have to set it up manually per object to get the best results. You can use occlusion volume, but I found it finicky to set up. That's trash. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You don't have to do that in Unity, I don't believe. Or I don't even really remember. I used Unity like 6 years ago. But from what I remember, I feel like that was just something that was already like pre-installed or predefined already in it. Didn't have to set it up per thing. Looking to Outlast 2 background pictures. I did the same in my GDD. Yeah, well, I was looking at if you're talking about this right here, I was looking at some of their push mechanic that Outlast 2 has. I'm actually gonna make a tutorial on this. So like right here, basically you can push this object to like an end location, and once you're at the end location, it'll stop pushing, and you can like uncover doors or other things like that. So yeah, I was thinking about doing a tutorial on this because this is a fairly simple system. How are you, SF? What's going on, man? The level looks so good. Thanks, man. Something I realized for the sprinting is when I look down fully, it glitches, but when I go up a little bit, it stops. Yeah, no, that's really strange. I'm not sure exactly what that is, to be honest with you. How do you find the time and motivation to work on your game? I guess it's like, I don't know, to be honest. I guess it's like seeing everyone else make their games, and I guess I'm at the point now where like I've created so many dummy projects like that I started with, and I just never finished them. And like it's like, why even like start a project if you're not going to finish it, if you know what I mean? So like I feel like it's the time now where like it's summertime, you know what I mean? I'm not doing my college semesters right now, so it's like I might as well just try to hammer something out, see if I can make a product that's really good for you guys. So I guess that's my motivation, just like providing an actual fun experience. And I just overall love games. Gotta go. I'll join the Discord when I get my PC. Thanks for the effort. Will this stream be an upload? Yeah, you'll be able to see this later on the channel. It'll be in the lives category, so you can see all of them. Just ignore the tutorials and focus on the game. Yeah, I think I'm honestly gonna focus on the game a little bit more. I've been planning on doing that, and to like remedy that, I was thinking about like basically hammering out all these tutorials in like a week or something, and then kind of just like scheduling them on the channel so you guys have them in due time. And of course, if you want them sooner, I always post them sooner to my Patreon, so like those people get them immediately. But that's what I was thinking about doing, to be honest. What do you guys think of that? No, I need the tutorials. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say, so I try to help as much as I can with you guys. Did you model the space station yourself, or did you get them from somewhere else? If so, where did you get them? This space station, so there's a couple different packs being used here actually. So I have one pack down here, I have one pack right here, and then I have another pack right here that also aligns with over here. That pack is the free for the month pack that was used in Unreal Engine. This one right here I got a long time ago. I forget even when I got it, but it was like an orbital space station from Unreal Engine Marketplace. And then this one, same as well, from Unreal Engine Marketplace right here. So, but I have to implement this one. This one is basically straight out of their basic level that they have, but I'm gonna remake this entire scene to make it match what I'm actually going for and everything like that. Plus, this one actually has Lumen and Nanite on it, which is great because it'll make it so like I can actually have them all and be performant at the same time. Let me see. I'm 1 month into coding and I still find it hard to code without tutorials. Hopefully in like 2 months I'll be able to make some games of my own because I find this fun. Yeah, it's sometimes like you just have to, what I would recommend is if you're following tutorials, focus on the main parts of the tutorials, specifically with like mine. At least I know how mine are. You want to focus on like the main points. So like for example, if I'm debugging something, I always use print statements to figure out like what the actual problem is. And like if it's like things where you need to do it until something, like until a condition is met. Make sure you use loops, like while loops, or like it's just like coding fundamentals. So I would recommend, if you're not like, if you don't really know coding fundamentals, you should probably learn that first, which shouldn't be too hard if you like look on like a Python course or something like just regular, just so you can understand like what a while loop is, what a for loop is, what a for each loop is, what a like all of those, like what are loop conditionals, what are conditional statements, what are floats, what are booleans, what are, like, you know what I mean, ints, what is everything. So, and a function, the whole 9 yards. So if you learn that, you'll be much better off when you're actually making a game, because the level design part is the easy part. Like making all this is the easy part, but making it so the logic is good, that takes a little bit more time. And then in my opinion, making the story and making everything aligned that way, that's the hardest part in my opinion. Let's see, yours is so helpful, more than anyone else's. Thanks, man, thank you so much. Right when you started talking about lag spikes, I got the biggest lag spike in my game. Yeah, just make sure you set up, I don't know if you're using world level streaming, but make sure you set that up. Yeah, that's good. You can also make game objects glow in the dark, just increase their emission and lower it. Gotta go, I'll join the Discord when I get my PC. Yeah, in the UK it's still not summertime, only one more day. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, for here, I guess I'm in the United States, so it's been summer for like almost 2 months now. Right when you started talking about, oh yeah. Hammer tutorials for like 2 straight weeks and do schedule uploads. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, some of this assets from like 2 months ago. I remember I saw it and I didn't claim it. Oh my gosh, I always claim everything in the free assets. I feel like it's like a no-brainer. Like, why not just claim everything, just in case you want to actually use some of it in the future, because you never know what you're gonna work on. Also, you should do like live help sessions in Discord every Friday or whenever you're free. It might not be a bad idea. I might do it on stream though instead. I don't know. I might do it on Discord, maybe get some like Discord members and stuff in there. One of my favorite features is material making. It's just fun and easy for me. Yeah, see, that's like something that I don't usually do very often, to be honest with you. This clipboard I downloaded has a QR code on the back. That's funny. What's up, Pycore? How you doing, man? But yeah, so I guess where I'm at right now is I kind of want to find a metal sounding footstep so I can make this sound more like what they're actually stepping on. And I'll kind of need to have 2 different ones for like this area versus if they're stepping on this area, because obviously they're different substances, so kind of want to make them sound a little bit different. And sadly the ones on here aren't that good. Let's see. Oh, this is the one. I remember this now. This is a little low. I mean, it sounds okay. It's not bad. It just kind of sounds like he's marching. Can you make a tutorial for proper texture / material stretching? It would help me a lot. What do you mean by material stretching? Like when you make an object and the dimensions or the scale isn't correct, so like the material stretches, and how to fix it. The work is hard, but seeing the final result is the best thing ever. Yeah, that's true with almost anything. Putting in that hard work and then eventually you see your results, it always feels great. Heels on metal. No, that's too hard. Let's go to Unreal Engine Marketplace and see if we can find something that's reminiscent of what we're looking for. I just need something that sounds like a constant metal type sounding footstep. Also, I was thinking about making like an actual Unreal Engine Marketplace thing for you guys, so you guys could just import it straight from there. From like, so like all of my tutorials kind of are in one pack type of thing, like the realistic first person character, and I just kind of make a marketplace asset for it so you guys can like download it. I think that might be cool for you guys in the future. Let me know what you guys think of that. Let's see if I can find some metal sounds. Pinnacle Pickle, what's up, man? I can give you some sound in Google Drive. Oh, do you have some metal sounding sounds? That would be very appreciated. If you're on the Discord, yeah, I probably should make like a, you know what, I'll make a, let's see. What I could do is I can just make like this general chat and duplicate it, and then we can call it like free assets or something, right? And let's just find an emoji to use, right? Let's get free emoji. What's an emoji that resonates with free? Because that's just how I have my Discord set up. We could do thumbs up or something, maybe. Who knows? Create channel. What's up, player? Thank you for subscribing, man. Where did it create it? Oh, here we go. Free assets. If you want to put anything in free assets, you're more than welcome. And you can go to the Discord and find everything there. The Discord link, yeah, hold on. Let me go over here and actually set it all up so I can make it so you can have that. It's all over my actual YouTube itself, but let me grab that link and put it in the chat so you guys can just join it that way. Uno momento. Let's go to right here and grab the Discord link. I'll put it in the chat right now for you guys. There's a Discord link for anyone that's not in there. You should be able to click that and join. Let me know if you have problems though. You want some metal sounds? I can make you some. That's really nice of you, man. I don't want to make you do a whole bunch of stuff though. Hopefully it's not too much. It would be nice if you could like try or something though. That would be really appreciated. When you have the metal sound asset, make sure you set the right reverb. Yeah, that's the real thing. That's the real thing. Because even with mine, like I have reverb in my scenes that so if I go to like my, where is it? I think it's in my audio. In my audio, if I go to sound effects, there might be in my player. Let me see. In my first person player, I have audio and I have some footstep sounds. So like with my, let's see. Where do I have my reverb? I might just have the, you can hear a little bit of it right there. There's some reverb to it, but mainly in the actual scene itself, I have a lot of reverb, where over here-ish. So like if I run it, and right now I'm on medium quality, so it's gonna look a little bit worse, but
No shit, Evie.
you can hear a little bit of that reverb right there.
Turn on that power.
You hear that reverb? I think that's a pretty good value. I just feel like right now, like it does sound like wood. And I think it is wood. But yeah, I'm gonna make it so like it sounds a little bit more like metal and a little bit less like wood, you know? Just sent? Okay, cool, let's check it out. This is actually pretty good though. This is actually really good. The only thing with this one is you can hear the little keys or something. And that could be something that interferes and makes it a little bit harder to deal with, just because every footstep I need to separate and make it so all of them have a little bit of like different sounding to it. Yeah, not like that one. Let me check out this one. This is the one you're talking about. I think I'll have to download. Oh, this is for all meta platforms. Wow. Let's check this out. I really appreciate you sharing this with me, Pinnacle Pickle. This is really nice of you, man. Let me check this out. Let me extract it and everything like that. Hold on 1 second. Let me go straight here, and yeah, let me extract it really quickly, and then we can all listen together and see how it sounds. So let's see. So for walking in particular, let's see, walking. These are all .wav. Okay, I see. Yeah, here we go. .wav. Well, that's pretty good. Hold on, let's see. No, these are actually pretty good. Hold on. Did you use the template for this project? If so, which one? For which project? My own project? I made my own template. It's from the tutorial series on my channel. I kind of just took that and adjusted upon it. So now this is my own thing. It basically it branches off of the first person realistic tutorial and like tutorial series on my channel, and then I kind of just made it like my own thing after that. I have some sounds I bought last week. There's a ton of stuff. I will check in a bit if you still need. If you bought them, Pycore, I really appreciate it, but I don't think it's like legal. I don't think to send me files that you bought and like me actually use them in a commercial sense. Just sent a metal kind of sound. Walk looks like it could match. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's the first one you sent. Yeah, This one is pretty good. The only thing is, yeah, like I said, like there's some like keychain to it, and that kind of makes it a little bit harder. But here's what I'll do though. I'll put this in Audacity. I'll put these 9 ones in Audacity, and I'll see what I can do with actually making them all sound good together. Let's see. Who would know? We won't tell. I think it must be like the sound of iron. That's supposed to sound like a lawyer in the office. Yeah, kinda. Let's see. Okay, let's grab these and put these into Audacity. Let's pull up Audacity and see what we can do with these. So like if I grab these and if I put them all in, let's see. So they're all into different channels. Let me go here. Well, I'll play all of them at the same time. Let me just do this. And it did not do it how I wanted to. Let's grab 1, let's grab 2. And let me put it, can I put one after the other, sir? Those might actually sound good. Which video is the one where you made your own template? So like, I guess the entire conglomerate of my channel is making my own template. Like, so like if you go to my channel, I start right here making, hold on, let me scroll down. Computer's being slow. Right here is the beginning of my own template, I guess. This is the first video, but if you want to find it more like organized, you can go to playlist and you can go to my realistic first person character series and you could see a lot more there. Right there I have like an entire playlist where basically I go over making this template. But if you want to just get this template, I have a download link for it on my Patreon where you can download it. And I update it every time after I do another tutorial. So basically it's just my updated template. Let's go back. Just sent another sound if you want to check it out. I just sent another sound if you want to check the sound. Let's see it. Let's see the sound. That one's actually really good. Where did you find this from, if I may ask? Like, is this from freesounds.org or something? Thanks, I'll watch that. Bye bye. See ya, Epic Nuke. How much did the voice acting cost, or did AI, or just from people from Fiverr? Yeah, I got that from some type of AI. I forget what website exactly, but I got it from AI. So yeah, I didn't pay a dime, thankfully. Yeah, some deep digging I found on my hard drive. Not gonna lie, really. I hope it's from like freesounds.org or something. That sounds pretty good. The only thing is, if I use this, will it sound like let's try it. Ready? I'll download it and we can go into Audacity and split it up and try it out. Would it sound like a person stepping or like a robot or something? Let's see. So here's the actual, I'll show you my kind of workflow with this. So like here's the file, right? So what I'll do is I'll go to the very beginning of the footstep. So like you can even like zoom in, which is, I thought it was Alt and holding in. There it is. It's Control. So I'll zoom in. I'll go to the very beginning and I'll split this. And basically I'll cut everything out. And then I'll go to right here before the next one starts. And I'll split that. And then I'll go to the next one right here. And I'll split this. And basically just repeat this process until I finish all of them, all the different footsteps. And basically what this does is it makes it so as soon as you register actually walking or running or whatever, there's the footstep notify, and it fires off and it'll fire one of these sounds and it'll be immediate in sync with the beginning of this sound, if that makes sense. So let's see, let's try these and let's split them all. So okay, what I'll do is I'll go to my project, and I appreciate every person who sent one. That was very nice of you guys. Let's just see how these sound. So let's go to audio, let's go to footsteps, and we'll do test metal, right? We'll just test this metal out and see how it sounds. And we can close this for now. Let's go to Audacity, let's click on one of them, and I'll export as a WAV, but I want to do the export selected audio. So it'll stay a WAV, and we'll do metal footstep 1, right? And then we'll do this one and we'll export it, and we'll do select only that one, and we'll do metal footstep 2, and just kind of repeat this process. I recommend making it a little bit quieter. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try making it a little bit quieter. What's your PC specs? Very random. I have, it's like a, I think it's an i9 11900K or something like that, and then my graphics card is a RTX 2060, which I need to upgrade like desperately. Like any money that I get from anything that I do, I'm just saving it up for my 2060 because I need to get like something else. Right now, that's the reason why my game kind of takes so long. I feel like being on a 2060 really hinders me. How did you get the AI to pause appropriately during speech? I tried one website before, but it was a nightmare. Yeah, what I would recommend is when I did mine, I did ... When you do like a dot like that, it kind of makes it so the AI understands you have to wait a second before you can actually keep going. And that's what I would recommend. Yeah, I know that I know the GPU, it basically just makes it so like every single time I'm doing like optimization development, I'm not sure if I'm optimizing it bad or if my graphics card is just holding me back. Like I actually have no idea half the time. Which I'm gonna need like people that have higher end PCs and also lower end PCs to make sure my game works on multiple different systems. Because when I release it to Steam, I need to have like a minimum requirement for the game, like for it to run and everything like that. So I'm gonna need to get a bunch of like beta testers and stuff like that for like the demo to see how performant it is. I have some very good ones. Tell me where to send them to you. Very good. What exactly? Metal footstep sounds? Get like a 4070 or even a, yeah, I would love to get, I mean, man, a 4070 would be great. Only problem is how much are those? Those are like, last time I checked, they're like, what, like $500, something like that? Like those 4070s are no joke. The great part of having a low-end card is that you have to, yep, no, that's 100% facts. That's the reason why I'm kind of like, okay, I have a low-end card, because if you have a high-end card, you don't know if your game is very performant or not, to be completely honest. Like, it could just be not performant at all, but you feel like it's good because you have, like, what, a 4080 or a 4090. Chincho, are you in my Discord? If you are in my Discord, if you want to send them to me privately, you can always DM me and send them there. Export selected audio. How many is this now? Oh, I find with like footsteps especially, having like more than 8 or around 8 is like the perfect amount of footsteps, and I think we're gonna actually have 8, which is perfectly fine. We'll test these out and see how they sound. Let's see, 8. And yeah, like you were saying, I think if you make them quiet, I think it'll actually sound pretty good. So let's see, I have all the footsteps now. So if I go to my downloads, and if I, excuse me, computer, if I drag them all in, we can see how they sound. So let's see. These should all be different ones. Oh no. Oh, that's only the one. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, I think I clicked WAV on some of them. Okay. So which one is this? That's footstep 3. Okay, so I did a little oopsie. So I'll just go to footstep 3 again, which is this one it should be. And I will just export again as selected audio, because I guess I didn't do that the first time. And we'll just make it footstep 3, and we'll just save and replace that one. And in order to replace it here, all you have to do is go to it, and you can right click and you can re-import, and it'll fix your thing. This one's also a problem, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, so I can get rid of that one. Yes, metal footsteps. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, if you send them to me on Discord, I can definitely check them out. I would be really appreciative, man. I still have a 1060 in 2024 and a cheap i5. How does that work for you, Ted? I can't imagine that's that good. I mean, who knows? Maybe you have them overclocked, I guess. Yeah, they're pretty expensive, but it's worth it. It would last at least like 6 years old. Yeah, I know. If I get something, is this off-brand Minecraft? I think this, yeah, this is off-brand Minecraft. I was about to say, what is this? This sounds really familiar. Yeah, if you get something like that card, yeah, that would last me a while, especially if I had something like a 4080 or a 4090. Yeah, that's pretty bad for Unreal Engine 5. I would personally optimize the game for 2060 as minimum. You can check Steam survey to see what it actually looks like, including also which AI service did you use for the voice acting. I'm not 100% sure which one I used, to be honest with you. I actually don't know. I did the voice acting like at least like 2 months ago. I actually need to dig and find up the website that I used. Okay, if you give me a little while to prepare the audios, I will do it. I just need to process and export them. I'm already in your Discord. Do you make the audios yourself, Tincho, or like did you get it from somewhere? Like, how did you go about that? Because if you bought them, I'm not sure I could use them, but I really appreciate it. But if you make them, that would be really cool, and I would really appreciate that. Okay, so we have the footsteps, right? And so just like the other ones, we're gonna make a queue so we can hold all the footsteps in there. So what I'll do is I'll click on all of them. Oops, click on all of them, right click and create a single queue. And we'll just do it like this, and we'll open it up. And we're gonna want to do the same exact thing we did with our other queues for our footsteps. So I can go over here, go to my other queues, and we'll see what we did. So we just added a modulator, which modulates the sound, makes it so we can increase or decrease the pitch, as well as the volume, min and max. For now, it would work good enough for playing in low most games, but the processor is really bad. Yeah, the processor is really what holds you back, and that's like basically what controls. I mean, like if you have a good graphics card but a bad processor, that'll bottleneck you, and it's also vice versa. Look, boys, your PCs are god tier compared to me. I have, for my fellow nerds, yeah. If you have, well, I feel like almost any laptop, especially unless it's like a high-end gaming laptop, they're hard to work for game development. For games, though, I mean, some of them work out, but for game development in specifics, I feel like some of them are really hard. We'll grab that. We already have the random. Cool. So what we'll do is we'll just bring that over, bring the modulator, same modulator, but for our specific case, since this sound is already kind of loud, what I'll do is I'll just make it so there's one right here and the minimum is like 0.8. But remember, this kind of gets overridden once we do the actual sound of the specific thing. Let's see. Oh, you're actually a sound designer. Oh, Tincho, yeah, if you definitely want to do that, we can do something like that. That would be really cool. If you can make something similar to the ones that guy sent me that I just exported and I have right here, that would be very much appreciated. And we could definitely do something like that. Those sounds I've sent, I found while searching for websites that state it's royalty free. These ones right here are Pitico, are these the ones you sent me? The ones that I edited on Audacity? These ones? Because these ones are really good. Dude, if you make some sounds, I'll pay you in food. My worst nightmare is when I open UE5 and see 9,845 shaders compile. Yeah, especially with certain systems, it takes a long time to do that. Oh, those are the ones you sent, Dave? Okay. Yeah, no, Dave, these ones are really good. We're gonna test these out and see how they sound. And you got them from freesounds.org? Okay. You're stuck on UE4. Why are you still using UE4, Music Fox? I feel like there's almost no reason to use it anymore. Especially with UE5 and everything like that now. I appreciate that, Tincho. Let's see. Okay. So we have all that now. So essentially when it plays, it should play a different one every time. That sounds pretty good. Because I get 24 FPS max on UE5. Wow, I didn't even know the performance was that much worse. I think it's probably because of Lumen and everything, man. If you disable Lumen, I think it'll be pretty good. UE6 is gonna be crazy. Yeah, can you imagine? UE6 is gonna be insane. Okay, so that test metal now. Let's go to our BP_footstep notify. Where do I have that? Here it is. And we'll just hook it up so that I can use my system. So I actually never implemented the tutorial that I did on the channel, where I just made a function and it looks a lot easier. But I'll just do it manually and then do it later. What's up, Honest Game Dev? Or Honest Dev Games? I tried it like 2 weeks ago, sadly. How are you, man? I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. How you doing? For baking, I guess UE5 just sucks for that. Hey, bro, I had a question. Do you know how to make that you can grab items and put them in the character's hand in first person? Hard to explain, but example you start with first. well, you kind of need to set up the hand animation, and then you need to make sure that, like, you need to have a pose for it, and then you need to make sure that the weapon matches the hand animation. And basically you'll just socket it to the hand so that it doesn't move. It'll always stay in that place. That's kind of how any game does that type of thing. Hold on, let's just duplicate this, bring this down. We'll use the Q. What is it called? It's called metal footstep. We need this Q. The location will be the same location. It'll be right here. And I'm not worrying about making this look too pretty. I kind of just want to check this out really quickly. This will be surface type 5. We'll bring this up. I need to go to my surface materials. We'll test this out. I get a solid 60 on UE4 though. Oh wow, that's crazy. How do you get rid of game dev burnout? I mean, I can't give you a surefire answer, but I would say, like, take a couple days, you know what I mean, like, step away from it. Don't even think about it for a couple days, like your game and what you want to do. I feel like if I think about mine too much, sometimes you know, you can get overwhelmed, especially if you want to do a whole lot of things with it. So I think you take some time, you step away, it'll be better in the long run for you. You can grab a flashlight, a gun example, all kinds of things. Yeah, you just need a socket. You need a socket in your first person, like, character's hand, or third person, whatever it is. But yeah, that's all you really need. And then you need to make it so the item basically just spawn actor at location, and you'll spawn the actor at your hand socket location. Or if you want to have an animation for picking up, that's a whole different thing, but it's not too difficult. All right, yes, I need to go to physical surfaces. And I need to add metal, right? Because we're gonna be testing this. So let's go to here and we'll refresh this, and we'll go off of metal straight to here. So if it's metal, and then we're gonna go to, where is it? Effects, fizz mats. Let's make a new fizz mat, and let's just make it PM_metal. Let's make this underneath here. Let's make this metal. Okay, now let's go back to when I do a footstep. So that should work. We're gonna change, the condition is going to be same condition, right? Yeah, I think it will be. So we're just gonna bring it down, compile and save. Let me see, where did I leave off? The progress from UE4 to UE5 is crazy. Yeah, imagine UE5 to UE6. Yeah, exactly. Yep. If I got a GPU, I would be able to run it no problem, even with a GTX 980. I used to have a 980. I used to have a 980 Ti. I used to love that thing, but then it just got too old. It's like the original 980 Ti. That thing was great for a little while. What's the next tutorial you want to do? I think the next tutorial I'm going to do is the Outlast, like, pushing items. I talked about it a little bit earlier, so if you want to go back in the live stream, I showed, like, probably a picture of what it would look like and stuff like that. But let's see, it's the next tutorial. Honest Step Games, I am good, been working on my game. Nice to see you are streaming. Yeah, I wanted to stream more often. I feel like I haven't streamed in a long time for you guys. Just curious why you use sound cue versus meta sound. What's the pros and cons between the two? I haven't actually dabbled with meta sounds that much. I know meta sounds are supposed to sound better, but until I actually work with them and, like, start using them, I guess I'm kind of like old-fashioned. I'm still using these sound cues because I know how to use them, but I need to actually look at those because I heard they are a lot better. Let's see, just curious. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah. While watching all your tutorials, I saw that you made a lot of Resident Evil inspired things. Yeah. Do you plan on doing more stuff related to it? I do. There's certain mechanics that, like, I'm not sure if people would even like for example, like breaking that barricade in Resident Evil 7, like breaking those little boxes with, like, a knife, or like the blocking mechanic when you're holding your knife, or like things like that. Like, I plan on doing some of those. I think those would be good in the future, but there's a couple more things we have to do with the realistic first person first. And my plan is kind of to do, like, a mix of, like, Outlast and Resident Evil mechanics in the realistic first person mechanic. What's your enemy going to be? I showed it a little bit earlier, but it's like I'm not gonna reveal too much about the actual character itself, but here's the character. Let me go to details, and this is the first iteration. I'm probably going to change a bit of it, like maybe myself in Blender. But here's how it would look. Let's go to Epic. This is Epic. This isn't even cinematic, but you can see a bit of it here. And I think I'm gonna change the sizing of it. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. Maybe make it a little more brolic. So like I'm thinking I'm gonna change some of this with like in Blender and stuff like that. And I have some good animations for it and stuff like that. But I have a really good idea for this character. So, yeah, some essential Alien versus Predator stuff. Kind of. Alien isolation stuff, kind of. Don't do it all day and night. Do other hobbies when things get a bit boring. Yep. I have a 4080. I got like 100 to 200 FPS, maybe even 300. Yeah, I need a 4080 bad, man. If I can get a 4080 or like even like a 4060, like a 2060 just doesn't cut it anymore. After interaction, my door auto close doesn't work anymore. I did both tutorials for the door and asked a lot of people on code help, and they all said it looks fine. I mean, I can't help you 100% right now, but I don't know. It could be a lot of areas, especially with the auto close system. There's a lot of things that it could be, but I will tell you that I do have an auto or realistic first person tutorial series, but like part 3 of it, I plan on coming out somewhat soon. I just have to make the actual video and everything like that, but I'm basically planning on doing like some type of lock functionality and unlocking, so you guys can see what that would look like, and like how to do it, and then trying to fix the auto close system, and then because I know a lot of people have a problem with that, so I'm gonna try to rework that and make a new system, and then I'm also gonna do like physics with the door, so like you can run into it and it pushes it a bit, stuff like that, so it's a little bit easier for you guys as well. Let's see. So if I go to, oh, I need to actually set it on right here. So if I go to this mesh, and if I go to, where's the material? Oops, let's go all the way up. Oh, that's the plane. Oh yeah, that's what I'm using. For this I'm using here. Let's change this to the metal for a second. Let's see if that'll work. It might work. I have a feeling I'm gonna need to change the volume settings, but let's see.
No shit, Evie. I've got to go turn on that power.
That sounds pretty good. What do you guys think of that? I think that sounds pretty damn good. I have to change it for crouching and everything like that, but wait, there's 2 different sounds. Wait, this is the, I'm playing 2 different sound effects. I'm so silly. Alright, let me go to BP_footstep. I'm playing 2 different sound effects right here. That's why the Sci-Fi metal. The Sci-Fi metal is one I actually had previously. Hold on, wait. The Sci-Fi metal, why did I never try this? I already had this in here. So wait, the Sci-Fi metal was the one I was actually using. That's the one, I had that a while ago.
Evie.
So let's see.
I've got to go turn on that power.
I feel like that. I think this is actually what I need. I think that's actually really good. Okay, so if I use that, I think that'll be actually what I need. So maybe I don't need this one. And I appreciate, Dave, thank you so much for finding this and everything like that. Yeah, the metal ones are a little too loud. I don't know if I can even use those really. Maybe I can use those for the AI. So the AI has those sounds and it sounds like a little bit more like, holy shit, he's running after you. You know what I mean? Excuse my language. But yeah, I think maybe that would sound a bit better for that case scenario, but I think walking around with that sounds
shit, Evie.
I think it really feels like you're walking in this suit. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Cool, so we have some type of footsteps that we have. Sounds pretty good. This is cool. Sounds nice. Yeah, I think those are good actually, guys. I think those are good. So what I'll do is I'll close Audacity since I'm not really using it anymore. Yeah, it's a lot calmer. It's like a cool aesthetic, I think, and I think it'll be good for when you're playing a game like that. Okay, cool. So let's see. So we have that done. Let's go to where I have Evie. Let's see. So we have that actually. One thing I also want to do is I want to do more of a subtle objective system. So maybe you guys can help me with design ideas if you guys would like. Let's see. So I need to do, and you guys may have just seen it, but I have an objective that pops up in the top left, and I hate how this looks right now. I need to change how this looks. I was going after kind of like an Outlast look, and that's what like kind of this font is and everything like that a little bit. But I need to find an objective system that's just a little bit more clean. So like I'm looking for objective notification horror game. Let's see what pops up for that. I need like some objective in the top left of the screen or something like that. Like I'm not sure if I should use something like this, or maybe I should just do like maybe middle of the screen like that. If performance is an issue and you're targeting high-end photorealistic graphics, then I would suggest people to check out the RTX DI version of the engine. RTX DI version of Unreal Engine? I've never heard of that. RTX DI Unreal Engine. Something that leverages the power of GPU ray tracing in real time to provide a solution. Huh. And this is to remedy not having a good PC but still using photorealistic graphics? Or you should make it more cyber thing, I think. Or you should totally make a tutorial for an objective system. Yeah, I was actually planning on that. So I have it so when you guys walk through a certain area, so like hold on. What, it just crash? What the hell was that? Let's make it so the engine is a little bit less. Let's go to medium for a second just so it'll work for you guys. So okay.
No shit, Evie.
You can see when I walk through,
I've got to go turn on that power.
right here on the top left it says new objective, locate the generator and turn on power. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna find something for that. Honestly, it's crazy because I feel like the graphics in even medium look pretty good. What do you guys think? Maybe it's a little dark, and I need to turn down those like emissives right there. Like I need to turn those off probably. But I feel like even in medium mode, it looks really good. And yeah, this is medium, so it looks pretty good. You should make a tutorial. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. If you want to watch UI, you could go to a UI database website. UI database website. Let's see. Do they have? Oh wow, they have game UI. And what is this? Basically, like it has every game's UI or something like that. Hello, friend. Let me see. Maybe add a battery next to the text, like an icon. Yeah, I might do something like that. Maybe like a symbol for each objective. Optimize ray tracing. I suppose I only knew about it because I heard it will be used for Cyberpunk 2. Huh. Maybe I'll look into that. RTX Direct Illumination, that's what it stands for, allows you to add millions of dynamic lights to your environment without performance constraints. Learn how to integrate it into Unreal Engine 5 in this 3-part series where we cover how to get started. Huh. Thanks, man. I'm gonna make sure I look at that because that sounds really interesting. Hello, from me and my team are working on horror games. We participated in Turkey's most important game development competition and came first. If you want, we can contact you and talk about what we can do together. We are about to become a corporation and receive investment. If you want, you can look at what we did. Sure, Ren. That sounds really interesting. I would definitely be interested in something like that. If you want to, you can contact me on Discord, or you can always like send me something like in the chat or something like that so I can check. But that sounds very interesting, man. I would definitely be interested in that. The trailer and gameplay videos we made in 27 hours are on YouTube. Sure, send me if you want. You can send the link. I can open it right now. We can look at it. Lumen doesn't work on medium. Is that what it is? Is that why? So like when I go in here and you can, yeah, everything is dark. It's because there's no lumen. I was honestly,
Evie.
and maybe you guys can tell me, I was thinking about
Got to go
making
turn on that power.
this complete thing have no type of lumen at all, and just making it all baked lighting. And since it's all baked lighting, it would just be a lot more performant on the game, because, you know, lumen is very expensive, like in terms of actually running a game. It's really expensive, so I was thinking about that. Not all, but a lot of games. I sent a little icon in the free assets from free inspiration. You can choose to filter by type of game, type of etc, or type of UI, etc. How did you get that VHS effect? I actually made this VHS effect. Or if you're talking about, oh, you're talking about the one over here, aren't you? Are you talking about the one on the camera? There's like a slight camera effect. Like if you go into Epic, and if you can see like there's a slight grain with like an effect like this. But if you're talking about this one right there on the actual monitor, that one came from a pack in the Unreal Engine marketplace. I think it's another one that was free for the month, so I think it was, let's see, if I go to library, and it was something like oh, okay, you're talking about the one on the camera. Yeah. On the camera, yeah, I made that effect. That's like some post-processing effect that I try to work with. But yeah, you can choose to... Okay, let me actually check that UI, actually. So, do they have horror games on here? Let's see, aesthetic. So, 3D realistic, right? 3D realistic aesthetic. And thank you for showing me this. This is a good website. Let's see. So, if we're going for horror... Okay, let's see. So, a Plague Tale... Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, I see. It shows... Game states, crafting states, skill tree. This is actually a really good website. So this is what their objective looks like. I see. Yeah, do backlighting for us lower end. Yeah, I know. The only thing is, I really want to take advantage of Lumen, because I know a lot of people, like... It looks really good. Lumen looks really nice. Been digging the videos. Cheers for the insight. Happy that I could help, man. Happy that I could help. What's up, DMR? But yeah, this is a really cool website, actually. So let's see, like, let's see what other games they have here. Like, what does Dead Space use? Dead Space 2023. Let's see what they use. See, I really like this. Like, this 3D integrated, like, type of settings menu and stuff like that. I really like this one. Gomez Boyo, glad I was able to make it to this stream this time. Thank you for all the knowledge you bring to us in your videos. Just added the... I'm glad I could help, Gomez. I'm really glad, man. Music fogs, wait, question. And you can choose to only see the objective UI if you remember it well. Thank you for subscribing, Hardcore. Hardcore Wrestling UK. I didn't know Hardcore Wrestling in the UK liked game dev, but I'm very appreciative. Let's see, how does theirs work? See, I kind of want to do this as well. What do you guys think? Should I make like the character's name go before the actual speech? That might be a good idea, huh? Maybe I should do that. Let's see. And you could choose. Yeah. Wait. What if you make Lumen as an option? You could toggle. Yeah, I think I probably should. I think I should probably make Lumen a whole thing where like it's toggleable for higher end PCs. That's actually a pretty good idea. And maybe I'll just make it so like there's one level that has Lumen and one level that doesn't. Probably that's how I would do it. I definitely recommend turning off Nana in VSM. You'll get better performance using classical methods with LODs. Lumen is not bad if you want dynamic lighting. Yeah, I feel like especially for a space station like this though, do I need dynamic lighting? Like, I don't know. I feel like if I just put lighting probes, like even like this, like if I put like a lighting probe here instead of Lumen, I feel like I'll get the same effect, you know? Like I don't know if I need Lumen. But I think what I'll do is I'll make a Lumen version and I'll make a bake lighting version, and I'll just make it so if you want Lumen, you can have it if you have a higher end PC, and if not, we have a thing for that as well. But yeah, no, this, wow. Yeah, Dead Space has really good UI at Pycore. Hey, I've been following your channel since I started my own game, and I really like your videos. You make a video on how to make a max level in UE5 and don't go above it. What do you mean by max level, Brag Bro Gaming? If I have multiple characters, I should. Yeah, so I plan on actually having a cutscene with another character in the beginning of the game. So, I feel like that would really help right there. I really like this effect. This is really sick. Dialogue and speech, cutscene and story. I never actually played Dead Space though. For a horror game, the lighting is a part of the storytelling. Yeah, so having... Yeah, it does. It definitely does make it less controllable by me and more just by the engine itself. Wow. Yeah, I mean, look at that game. Who made Dead Space? Am I a bot for not knowing that? Who made Dead Space? 2023 developers or developer team. Who made Dead Space? Motive Studio. Why do I not know of Motive Studio? Oh yeah, I guess it's just EA, huh? Yeah, it's just EA. I've never heard of Motive Studio though, to be honest. This is all cutscene and story information. Let's see. I love that all their stuff is 3D. All their 3D UI like widget elements look really good. You can tell they have like a team of UI experts that work on it. Looks really nice. Load and save levels. I was drinking water. Thank you, Vice Team, for subscribing, man. Okay, let me explain. I'm making an RPG magic-based game where you start at level 1 and end at level 40. Oh, okay, I see. Runes to empower. So yeah, if you're doing something like that, I guess I would make it so there's a node in Unreal Engine. So like if you go to, I'll just go to here for example. There's a clamp float value that basically makes it so there's a min and a max. And I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it, but off the top of my head, that's a good way to do it. You can make it so basically you take your level value, and a float is if you don't know, a float is a variable or a value that has a decimal point. So I guess in your system it would be more of like clamp int, because you want an integer, which would be just whole numbers. But you basically just take in the value that your level is, and you'd want to make it so the minimum level is 1, I guess, and then the maximum level is 40. And so you make it so they can never go above 40. So every time they level up, you would want to check and see if it hits this max value. And if it does, then you don't want to make them level up anymore. Or you can just make a simple if statement that's just like if you had a variable named level and level equals 40 and then no more leveling up. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it equals 40, then they don't level up anymore. That's another easy way to do it. It's all just if statement logic, basically. Lumen is more than plug and play, so if you get it right, you will have a lot of control. It's just type of ray tracing reflections. Yeah, see, that's my thing, especially with Lumen. I'm not like, I used to do backlighting a lot, especially in UE4. So even with Lumen, like now, like I'm not as good as I probably should be for making like tutorials, but you guys know most of my tutorials are on like programming itself, not really on like lighting and stuff like that. But I need to get better at lighting, especially if I want to make a game of this size. I need to get better at lighting. Do you plan to have cutscene with the monster, the thing like that? Yeah, I plan on having a decent amount of cutscenes in this game, so you can really feel like the story. So I mean, it's like a story, but also kind of like a movie and like a game and everything like that. Made me want to do a VHS effect. Yeah, those are really effective, especially if like you get it right. I'm making it so like my character's holding like a body cam, so basically it's like I guess like the body cam is kind of older, and so like there's a VHS effect on it. I feel like that makes the game really like, I don't know, I feel like recently especially it makes games scarier if there's like some type of VHS effect. Let's see. So okay, that's good. Yeah, these are all pretty cool. I think I'm also gonna have a difficulty in my game. Makes it more replayable, I feel like, especially if someone's like paying a couple dollars to play it. Like they want to probably play it multiple times or do different difficulty levels. Let's see. Sounds like a very dumb question, but I just started with this about 2. No question is a dumb question. No question is a dumb question. There's always beginners and they're on different levels. No question is a dumb question at all. Now you good, man. This is a whole team that works with Lumen. It's very hard to master it. Yeah, there's a whole yeah. It's really intricate, and it's still somewhat new. I mean, what, like 2 years old Lumen is, or like Unreal Engine 5? I started 2 weeks ago. You gotta do Easter egg side quests. Yeah, I feel like that might be really cool. I'm definitely gonna do Steam achievements as well. Oh my god, yeah, you said it as soon as I was thinking about it. You should have achievement and collectibles. Yep, 100%, Ted. That was the first thing I was thinking about. I'm making you're with Mr. Coder. What do you mean, music fogs? If you want, I could show you what it looks like. It would be cool if I added your... Wait, let me see. Let me do this right here. would it be cool if I added your Discord, like added me on Discord? You can, but usually I don't add many people back because I have a lot of requests and everything like that. But at this moment I don't really add people back. But if you want to, you can message me on Discord and you can show me what it looks like and stuff like that. Let's see what's on here. Yeah, this battery icon actually does look pretty good, Dave, if you're still in here. What is a game engine? What is a computer? Yeah. Yeah. That's a good answer. What about a potato? That's a good answer. Okay, let's see. So what do I want to do now? So I have this set up. So I need to change the objective. Like, yeah, that's what I was doing. Holy shit. Okay. So I want to find a UI that I can use for this, for a type of objective. Let's see. Dying Light, Half-Life Alyx. This was a good game, right? They have a 3. Is this VR? This is VR. Oh yeah, this is VR. I didn't even know this is VR. Inspecting, confirm, object placement. So this is theirs, but theirs is VR, so yeah, it's a little bit different. Yeah, it's a little bit different with UI. Let's see, how did last... Oh, you know what? Let's go back. Let's see how Resident Evil did it, because they kind of mastered this stuff. Let's see, how do they do it? We got... where are their objectives? See, they have it even different than like Resident Evil 7. They have like a whole, because my understanding, Resident Evil 7, they didn't have a buying system like this, did they? They had the coins, right, with like the little coin dispenser, which maybe if you guys want, I can make a tutorial on that too. That's pretty simple. Yeah, it's VR. How do I send a message to people without being friends with them though? I think you can just send a message to me, Rag bro. I'm not sure though. At the top, you can select the type of UI. Yeah, I selected, I think it was horror. I think I selected horror and realistic 3D. So yeah. Not gonna lie, I feel at home here. Oh, that's nice. Music Fox. I try to make it a good environment for everybody. Hope you guys feel like it is and everything like that. I think taking the Dead Space approach will give you the best atmosphere for UI because of space. Yeah, you might be right. If I make it, so how do they have a 3D? Let's see. Let's go back to Dead Space really quickly. Let's go to. Can I search them? Dead Space. Excuse me, sir. Well, if I go to Alien Isolation, it'll probably be in the bottom of this, won't it? Yeah, it is. Let's see though, Alien Isolation, how do they do theirs? Because they're also obviously the king of this. The Resident Evil ones are the most complete UI on the site. Yeah. You just click on their profile and type your message unless you... Yeah, I think... Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure he can just, yeah, click on me and send me a message. You can choose, like, objective UI. Oh, you can choose objective UI. I had no idea. Okay, UI style, elements, patterns, themes, genre, first person. I'll just make it first person so it all aligns. And okay, that doesn't really matter. UI style, element. So yeah. That's like 3D space or not. How do I... Am I done? How do I do it by... Do I type it in here? Objective? How do I make it by objective? Let's see. Not gonna lie, I don't like objectives on the screen like that. I would personally do a tablet or something that the character pulls out to see the menu. Which is just kill immersion for me. Honestly, that's a good idea too. You know what? I might. That's interesting, actually. I might do something like that. On the left, modules or modals. Ah, I see. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. Here we go. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should do like a tablet instead, or like something like that? A tablet's not a bad idea, especially if I can find one on Sketchfab. Because I feel like, especially with sci-fi games, yeah. You guys think a tablet would be a better idea than like an actual thing like that? So maybe what I'll do is I'll just pop up on the top left, like click blank to open your tablet, because I feel like they have to open up, you have to like tell them how to do that at least. Tablet, or like maybe I could use something like this. That might be interesting actually. Tablets, more code to make. Let's go. Dude, I might steal that from my own game. Make the button tab or something. Yeah. It would definitely be like a tab or something like that. I was planning on that. Yeah, these are cool. This is a cool idea. Let's see this one. Only thing is making sure that the triangles aren't super high. Let's see, what are the triangles on this one? 15,000? That's a lot of triangles for like a thing like that. I think they have a level with 3D interactable widgets. The question is how you will do 3D in the game, or maybe 2D for a game. Yeah. There, let the footsteps sound in this way. They can continue working as the top queue speed and other speeds. Thank you, Tincha. I'll check that out for sure, man. I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I mean, if I do that, obviously I'd have to make like a whole animation for like going into it and stuff like that. Also, what is this sound? I'd have to do a whole animation for like obviously going on the tablet and everything like that, but honestly that might be a better idea. That might be a better idea. Yeah, I like that. I'm actually gonna I might do that instead. So can I see where people have done that then? Let's see, if I go back here, if I go to 3D realistic, right? And if I go to UI style, and I guess it would be, let's see, I guess 3D space? What is Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, this is actually what I'm looking for. I didn't even know this had a name. Diegetic. Or diegetic? How do you pronounce that? Let's see. Something similar to this maybe, but with a tablet? That would be a good idea. The Blair Witch Project. Look at theirs. That's nice. I like that. Let's see. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Oh, this is the footsteps. Yeah, I'll check these out. I actually found some. Yeah, I'll show you the ones I found just in case you just joined back.
No shit, Evie.
Here, here's how they sound.
I've got to go turn on that power.
I think these sound really good. What's up, Bark Dev? Yeah, I'm trying to do the UI. Yeah, I am. But me and the chat kind of came to a realization that it might just be better if I just make like a let's see how you pronounce it. Diegetic. Yeah, that's how you say it, Adam. Yeah, diegetic. Yeah. If I make a diegetic one, I feel like it'd be better. Like where you can interact with, instead of obviously like this, you can interact with like maybe a tablet or something, and it pops up a whole screen and everything like that. These are ideas so you don't have to suffer with animation. It's just a projection coming off the character suit. That's a good idea. So it would go like let's look at the viewport. So I guess it would be like, maybe not obviously like this, but I would just make like the animation where it would go whoop, and it would be like right here or something like that. That might be a good idea. I can think about Fallout monitor type of 3D widget. Let's see Fallout's monitor. Let's see that. Fallout monitor. UI? Like this type of thing, or like this type of thing? Yeah, your idea. You should also add the tablet system for settings, UI, and stuff. Yeah, that could be a really good idea. It would take a lot of time. Like this is what you mean, right? Something similar to this. It would take a lot of time, but that is a really good idea. You should, let's see. That was a whole thing with Dead Space. It's the same reason that enemies get ripped apart instead of health bars. I see. Yeah, this looks really good. Wow, look at that. Like if I open up this copy image address, open that up. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really good. True, Music Fox. They do get better. They really do. Okay, let's see. So I guess I'll work on that. I'll try to see if I can make it 3D widget style instead of just a UI pop up. I always felt like this one looked a little funky. Like it didn't really match the theme. It did take away from the realistic feel of it, like the immersion, I guess you could say. It makes it so like you kind of don't feel like you're really in the game anymore, and that's kind of, you know what I mean? It takes away from the point. Let's see. Yeah, that is really good. Maybe I'll do one similar to that. See, like these games, they kind of just do like an easy one like this. Let's see. See, I'm also like, if I do it like that, then because doing an entire UI that's 3D widgets like this is hard, man. That's really hard. But also like doing it so like you hold the tablet is such a cool idea, and I feel like a lot of people would really like that. So I think that is a better idea. I was thinking about doing a map for the game, like you know how Resident Evil has like a map overhead. I was thinking about doing like a map, and making it like grayed out for areas that you haven't been to yet. But I'm not sure if like, because obviously my game isn't as long as Resident Evil 7 or Resident Evil 8, so like I'm not sure if it's like part of the game where like they have to figure out the area and not just rely on a map, you know? Like I feel like that's part of the game. I came to thank you for tutorials in addition to teaching me how to make Blueprint, or how Blueprint makes my games go. You and your channel are really cool. I love devlogs, one of the I really enjoy watching. Thanks, BarkDev. I really appreciate that, man. The phone from Ready or Not placed on the chest would work really well, I think. Let's see that. Ready or Not, phone. Let's see. Like this? I haven't played Ready or Not, so excuse me on that. Smaller content creators care more and engage with their community in a more meaningful way than large. Yeah. I mean, I try to engage with you guys as much as I can, especially on here, because we're all in here together. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you get away from the world for a minute and you just focus on games and fun stuff. So yeah, I think it is better if you don't have this. Oh, so this goes from the chest and like it takes it off the chest. Yeah. Okay, let's get a video for it. Oh wait, let's see. Ready or Not tablet. Let's see. Tablet video. Let's look for a video of it. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, wait, that's actually pretty good. So you pull down and it goes like that, and then the camera goes to that new camera. It just literally goes to the new camera. See, that's a smart way to do it now. And see, what makes it hard is now they did it. So now if another game does it like that, it looks like you're stealing it from them, you know? But it's like the most minimal animation, because it's barely any actual hand animation, which is the hardest part. Like making your hand animation look real is the hardest part of any of this. And then yeah, now this is, oh, you can move with the deployed? Oh, I see. Now that's smart. That is smart. I actually really like that. That's really smart. Let's close this. Let's see. Having a map would take away the immersion part, sense of discovery, if the environment is not too big. Having memorable rooms, etc. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Roland. I think you're right about that too. That's exactly what I think I should do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so then, you know what? Scrap the objective system. I'll work on something else with that. I do need to implement my inspect system and note system. Now I'm thinking about making the note system similar to Outlast, in the sense that like if you look at the note in Outlast, it's more like you actually pick it up with your hand. Like, you see this? It's more like you actually pick it up with your hand. And I'm thinking about making my system like that. I don't really know yet though. That's a good idea, Ted. That is a good idea. Yeah, that is a good idea. I have like a whole ending that I have like an idea for that I think I'm gonna do, but having like a map that eventually you retrieve is a really good idea. Oh damn, I didn't want to do that. I do want to check that out. I'm gonna open that back up. I'm gonna look into that. But yeah, I'm between like making my note system a little bit more advanced and like having it like this, or if I kind of just want to do it like how Resident Evil does it, which funnily enough has like a really easy note system. Like if you look at their note system, because I used it for inspiration when I made my tutorial, it's really easy to just make this. So like it's like, do I just make it like this, or oh my god, this is literally my video. What the hell? This is actually my video right here. That's insane that that just popped up when I looked up Resident Evil 7 note system. That is crazy. And the funniest thing is, the thumbnail isn't even Resident Evil. That's Outlast thumbnail. There's an asset in the marketplace like that with animations too, I believe, called Inspection System Pro. I have seen that. I have seen that. I might just make my own system though, to be honest, man. Resident Evil is good for the note. You can reread them. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's easier to make it like this, to be honest. What's up, Gamers Headquarters? How you doing, man? I'm pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm between both of those options. I kind of like the idea of doing it like this, because yeah, like you said, you can just go back and reread it if you want to. Let me see. Where is... I'm gonna look up Resident Evil 7's, because I forget the other types of UI they actually have. Let me go out of Diegetic. 3D games, first person, and let's do horror style. And I'll make it so... Let's see, will it pop up with Resident Evil? I guess I can look right here. Resident Evil 7. Here we go. Let's see Resident Evils a little bit. Do you plan to have an inventory where you combine things in the station? Yeah, I definitely plan on having an inventory. It's gonna take a lot of time, but yeah. I'm just, right now I'm deciding which if I want to make it a spatial inventory or if I want to make it more like just pick up item and it doesn't take up like, you know, like how Resident Evil has like a grid. So like, for example, you can see right here in Resident Evils they have this type of grid format, but they also have certain ones that take up spatially different slots. So like this one takes up 2 slots. It's like, do I want to have it where it has 2 slots, right? So that it basically makes it so you have to be observant of what you pick up, obviously, which is, it's a good idea. Or do I want to just make it so like each object, like, so for example, this axe object should realistically take up 2 slots, but it takes up 1 right here. You know what I mean? Should I just make it like that and then just make a smaller inventory? Yeah, that's the whole thing, the inventory management, yeah. Weighted grid, I made it once. It's a lot more difficult than it seems, I won't lie. By weighted grid, do you mean spatial inventory grid? Like how it's like this, where like you can make 2 objects or 2 grid spots? But yeah, I mean, it is a good idea. I do really like it. Let's see. Let's close this. Let's go up here. Let's play some music on YouTube itself, actually. Let's just play some simple music. Item takes different space. Yeah. It's good for games. A lot of games these days don't do that. You should do Horror Game Friday where you play random horror games. I honestly would love to do that. I'm not sure if you guys would like that, but I would love to do that. From like a game developer's perspective, like playing horror games every Friday or something like that. And maybe like systems that we do like, we can like implement and stuff like that. I would really like to do that. Let's see. Let's look up lo-fi DMCA. Let's just get regular lo-fi DMCA in here. No copyright sounds. Sounds good to me. My computer's actively shitting the bed. Let's close some things we're not using, I guess.
For my business because of its
I think simple inventory.
Functionality and
Let's see. Let's make this lower. I think Superjoy do not give a lot of importance to the items. Yeah, it doesn't, does it? Just listen to Chris from PoE talk about it. Or like we pick it apart on Saturday and do game dev on Sunday. Yeah, no, that could be a really good idea, Music Fox. I do like that. Yeah, you could try various indie horror games and provide your views on them. That might not be a bad idea. If you guys would like that, I could definitely start doing that. I don't know if it should be a live stream though, or like an actual video itself. I made a concept on the UI for your game. I can send it on Discord if you want. It's not, let me see. Why is there, I don't know if you guys have this in the chat as well, but when I look at the chat, there's like a little heart in the bottom right that blocks some of the messages. If you want, it's not that good though. I can work on it more if you like. Man, anything you make, I really appreciate it. Like, I will think whatever you make is good. I promise. But yeah, you can send it to me for sure if you want to. Why not both? You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I should like stream it and then like make a compilation into like a video. Maybe that's a good idea. Also, do you guys think the streams on here are better than like on Twitch or something like that? I feel like on here is where like most of my audience is, so I don't really know if it's better on Twitch or on here. So let's see. Yeah, I feel like at that point then I should probably yeah, edit it into a video. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Music Fox, we're on the same type of ideas. But yeah, don't do Twitch. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Yeah, I honestly feel like I should not really look at these games for inspiration much and mainly focus on games where like there's space involved because they kind of master. I feel like most space games though, they do like 3D widgets instead of regular like 2D widgets. But I don't know. All right, let's see. So what I'll do then is, yeah, I'll just do it on YouTube, to be honest. Let's look at Observer. Where is that? Is that an indie game? What is Observer? I see it. This is what you're talking about? Bloober Team made this. Observer. Wow, this looks really good. Where do they make this? Unreal? Let's see. Where do they make this? I'm guessing Unreal, right? Where was Observer made? Or, I guess, what engine? Unreal Engine 4. Oh, it's not this one? Oh, I thought it was that one. It's ironic, though, that this is... Okay, so it's just called Observer Regular? Or SCP Observer? There's a bunch called Observer. There's a bunch. Sounds good, Music Fox. That sounds good. Oh, it's Observation. Observation. I see. $25. Wow, that looks really good. That's pretty good. Almost the same type of theme. They have it with Flow and Gravity though, which is cool. Can tell from the floor materials from Quicksilver Bridge.
HQ, this is Dr.
Let's see the trailer.
Emma Fisher on board observation.
What's up, Puny God?
I still don't know what.
Let me actually mute this for a second. Let's see. Let's go to the beginning. Let's watch this really quickly. This looks pretty cool.
HQ, this is Dr. Emma Fisher on board observation. I still don't know what happened or how I ended up here. There is no sign of the other crew. It's just myself and Sam. Sam's systems are
coming back online gradually.
That was cool.
As we restore power to what's left of the station. But that's the thing. Something has changed in Sam. I am different now.
Pretty solid. That was pretty solid. I like that. How is it actually though? It says mixed right here, but if you played it, how was it? Got some pretty cool screenshots on here too. I like these. Lamp detachment, some interactive stuff. That's really nice. Yeah, I like space games too, dude. Space games are awesome. It's more horror in its story than in the game. Yeah, that's kind of like the opposite of the way I want it, I guess. It looks good, but is it actually scary to play? You know? Observation is a smart, original science fiction story propelled by its novel approach to puzzle design and stunning attention to detail. IGN said this? Who made this game? No code. Huh. Oh, I've seen this. I feel like I've seen this before. Stories Untold. I feel like I've seen this game. This is the game where, like, isn't it like you pick prompts right here? Yeah, I've seen this. This is sick. Not scary at all. Just toward the end, you see, yeah. I've seen this guy before. I think Jacksepticeye played one of his games.
I know you.
Yeah, no, definitely. These guys make pretty good games. And it's kind of up the same realm that I'm going for, I guess, but like not exactly the same realm. Did you get my message? I'm not sure. I may have. I think I did. I'm gonna check it right after stream though, if that's okay, because I don't want everyone to see your message if it's more of like a private thing, you know? I'll do it right after stream though, for sure. Let's see. Let's get out of this for a second. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let me check and see if there's anything else I can really do. I have to implement the inspect system and the note system. Now the inspect system, I think I'm just gonna do the same way that I do normally in like my tutorials. I'm just gonna do it basically like you rotate it and whatever in the actual scene, but I have to like get actual objects that they can inspect. I plan on doing like maybe a note here, but I am gonna change. If you guys seen the intro cinematic from my devlog, I'm gonna be changing that. Like I like the beginning part, but the part that goes like danger, danger, danger. I don't know if you guys seen that part. I'm definitely gonna be changing that up. Need to change that to something else. And I actually have an idea for it, but I'm gonna need to utilize this part of the map down here. But I need to build most of this, so it's mainly just like spending the time to make sure I build all this and it all works and everything like that. But I have yeah, let's see. Let's make this one epic really quick so I can show you guys. I have these like access with like fingerprints, and I think this is really cool. You should add password behind the notes or things like that. Yeah, when you inspect it, it's a good idea. That's what I plan on doing for one of the earlier like puzzles type of thing, for one of them, but I mean I can't tell you guys all the puzzles. But yeah, I think I might use some of these like with this like handprint. Might be really cool. I never really felt any horror in recent years of gaming. If you know any scary games, recommend it. Looks really good so far, man. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate that, man. I'm gonna let's see. I'm also adding these lockers because I plan on doing I don't know if you guys seen how Outlast has it, but like where you hide in the lockers. I really like that mechanic, and I feel like it makes it so like there's more. I feel like there's just more fear in the character. Like the person has to be more on edge of what they're doing. For the fingerprint, for the print, finding a several hand to open it. Oh, that's a really good idea, Ted. That's a really good idea. Like finding the actual hand so they have to open it with that hand. That's a really good idea. It's a really good idea. The only thing with that is like, especially if you're going for that, you have to make it so you have like an animation for it and everything like that, which I mean won't take you too long, but that's definitely a really good idea to do. I still have to actually finish the surveillance system. This stuff takes so long, especially with the surveillance. But I know this is gonna look really good. Does putting UE in your C drive or your SSD drive make any benefit in the performance of the editor window while working? Not that I know of, but what it does do is it'll make it so you, like your projects, when you load them initially, they load up faster. That's kind of what C drives do, like your SSDs. Your SSDs just make it so you load storage or assets or anything that's in your folders a lot quicker than if it was in a regular HDD. So yeah, I think that's definitely good. So your inspection system is 3D or 2D in scene capture. So it's a 2D scene capture that's shown on top of the camera, if that makes sense. Like, so if I go to my video, you can see it right here. It's basically like you have a 2D scene capture right here. Actually, it's a capture component that goes on top of the widget. So basically when you interact with it, it shows up it, and you can rotate it around and stuff like that. You can see it right here. You can either do it that way, or you could just actually spawn it in 3D space and then just make it so it's like at a specific distance and specific place. It's really similar, but different effect. Hello, I wanted to buy some things. Did you like the footsteps? Let me actually check them. I didn't actually try them out. I will download them though. Let's go here and let's extract them. I found one that's really good for the regular just walking around, but you can never have too many. And I really appreciate you making these. So let's see. .ogg. For one, I'm gonna need to change these to .wav because Unreal only takes .wav. That's pretty good. Let's see. I could definitely use it for some type of material or some type of flooring. That's not bad, man. It's pretty good. Especially if you mix up the pitch and the volume, it'll make it pretty good. There are the ones that I'm using now though that I might stick with, at least in the beginning case, because they have like a little bit more like oomph to them. Like,
no shit, Evie.
Where am I? You can hear
Got to go turn on that power.
It sounds like equipment is dropping with it. Like it sounds like more, I don't know, just like it matches with the foot. I don't know. Hiding, like as in game isolation, that game was amazing. Yeah. You could do it the Resident Evil way. Just select the thing and the item moving toward the print scanner. Oh, you mean like, yeah, when you like interact with it, it pops up a widget where you have to select something. That is a good way to do it as well. Yeah, I was thinking about doing it that way. The only tutorial on the locker system is from Matt, and it was made a while ago in UE5. It would be sick if you made one, but also probably do pretty well. Yeah, I figured I'm gonna do a tutorial on that, Gomez. I gotta make the system first, obviously, but once I make it, I'll make a tutorial on it. The main thing is like making it so like it's customizable and like it is performant. Like that's the main thing. I haven't made the system yet, but I have like the mesh here. Plus, I kind of want to make it so like there's slits in this, so you can actually see out of it. That's the main thing. Yeah, it was made in UE4. Yeah. I'll make it for UE5 one day. More like concrete. Yeah. Wait, the one that he made or the one that I'm using now? Which one do you think is more like concrete? Only problem with 2D scene capture approach is when you zoom in, you could see the image box proportion if there's another component for text or something. Yeah, so the only problem I found is like if you make it too zoomed in, you will have some of the time the corner cutting out of like the actual image, which you could always change how you do their interaction if that bothers you, but it's really like a per person basis, I guess. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I feel like some puzzle tutorials would be cool. Yeah, I plan on doing some in the future. If you guys have any like puzzles that you would like to see that obviously aren't like insane, I can add them to my list of videos, or you can put them in the video suggestions and we can go over some of them. But yeah, you can make it that the player, wait, yeah, the one he made, yeah, it does sound a little bit like concrete. Yeah, it's still really good though. You can make it that the player uses camera to watch in the glass opening of the locker. Oh, so you mean like there's a camera on the front of the locker? So yeah, there's two ways to do the locker system. Let me go to the locker really quick. There's two ways to do a locker system. You can either put a camera right here on the actual blueprint, that makes it so it sees the outside of the camera, and you can just put like a vignette around or something to make it so like it's really condensed in. Or you can make it so there's slits in the actual mesh, and so you can see out of the mesh literally from your character, which I feel like is more realistic. It makes it more immersive, I feel like, but both are pretty good solutions for it. Let's see. Like code system with notes, like numbers to unlock things. You can find the numbers by notes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There'd be like integrated puzzles like that for sure. I actually made like a keypad lock system at one point. I made it in one of my projects. I forget which one I actually made it in. Since it's a body cam, he detached it and put it on the glass. That might not be a bad idea. Is this... See, the only thing is with this mesh in particular, I'm not even sure there's an inside. Like, there is an inside, but I would probably need to model it better because it seems like it's just straight gray, which isn't a problem, but... And there's also no way to look outside. I'd probably have to do it that way. Or yeah, I could just use the body cam and like make it so like he has an animation where he places it and then goes in. Yeah, Gamers Headquarters. I mean, I guess it would be cool either way, but if you have to like pick up a hand somewhere, I feel like that'd be a really cool mechanic. To make that work like that, I feel like that'd be a really, really cool mechanic. If you guys haven't seen this part, I'll show this off a little bit. I've been working on this, and making this look good. So like, here's like, I think this is actually my thumbnail right now, but this is like part of the, main like headquarters of the space station. And you can see like there's a good section, there's like a little loft up here, and I plan on using this loft for like some technology and stuff that they can interact with and everything like that. And I really want to do windows so they can really get the like feeling that they're in space, you know what I mean? Like there's certain games that don't have many windows for space games, and I feel like it's just kind of wasting the theme. Like right here, and I know why they do it. They do it because they don't want to do level streaming and like unloading and loading assets. Because if you unload and load all these assets, it'll make it so it's a lot of work to make sure that when you're in a certain part, you don't see something else, or you know what I mean, like that you're not supposed to see and everything like that. From the loft, have an event where a body falls from... Man, this little heart thing ruins everything. Let me see. From the loft, have an event where the body falls from there, and if you look away and look back, it disappears. That could be cool. What will this game be called? Does it have a title yet? I have... So I talked about it a little bit earlier, but I'm between... Because originally I was going to name it Evie. For the longest time. I liked Eevee for the name because it's reminiscent of what's going to be in the game. There's something called Eevee in the game, and it's going to be reminiscent of that. But I realized on Steam, actually, there's multiple games that use the name Eevee. So I'm thinking about either making it Eevee Station, or like Station Eevee, or like Project Eevee. Because I feel like that's like a good name for like a space game. Like, because I want it to be a space theme. Or like I was thinking like Project Orion. Which is named after the nebula that's used in like space, obviously in real life space. For some reason my Steam is being weird. Like yeah, like Station Eevee, or like Eevee Station. Which one sounds better though? Station Eevee or Eevee Station? Do you plan to have some barely alive survivor that grabs your ankle to scare you? I'm not 100% sure. The way that I have it kind of set up right now is kind of like the way that it is, you're majority alone. But honestly, that is a good suggestion. I might do something similar to that. How about Apollo? Apollo, or like Station Apollo? Apollo Station, or just Apollo? All good suggestions. I mean, I don't know. I need to have something that's kind of like, I guess, reminiscent of my game. So if I could somehow incorporate Apollo in there, that would be pretty cool. I also have this scene over here, which I'm going to be using at some point. Looks pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, name is important, especially because that's how people remember it, you know? Yeah, I do have a lot of time, though. I guess the main thing is, like, making sure it really fits with the story, if that makes sense. Like, make sure everything aligns. Lost Eevee? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna be getting off here soon. Don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. Damn, I've already been live for 2 hours. Wow. But I am gonna be, let's see, what else can I do that's in a quick time? We actually sorted out a decent amount. Like, can I rename like this? Yeah, we can just rename. So I guess work on 3D objective system with tablet or something like that, like maybe tablet or phone or something. So they pull that out and that's where they see all their objectives. Do you have a team or is it just you develop? This is all just me. This is all just me. Literally just me doing literally everything here. I see you have reflection capture. I think they don't work with Lumen. They don't work with Lumen? You might be right about that. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I use mainly static lighting with like baked lighting. But, yeah. Is the Eevee like an AI in the game or something like that? Yeah, so I'll tell you basically what it is. So basically, like, Eevee is the... So, like, this station is supposed to be Eevee Station, or, like, Station Eevee, right? And so, basically, my idea is there will be a general AI that, like, can talk to you throughout the station. So, like, there will be, like, speakers throughout the station where, like, you talk to the AI. And it's kind of like artificial intelligence that, like, I guess is in the future. And so, like, imagine Siri, kind of. And... Or imagine, like, if you watched Interstellar, like, how Interstellar has, like, I forget what the bot's called, but it's called, like, Hans or something like that, and, or, like, Toms, I forget exactly, but you can talk to it, and it gives you information about the space station, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the main consensus. So, like, Eevee Station would fit in that case, if that makes sense, you know? And that'll be a part of the story. But okay, let's see. If I do close this for now. Let's see. By the way, thank you again, Tincho, for those footsteps. That is those are some really good ones. I might be able to use those for some concrete and stuff like that I do end up using. I'll try and cook you up some names with some knowledge. Not a bad name though. Thanks, Gomez. Yeah, you can always, I mean, I might make like a channel in the Discord for like Eevee suggestions if people have like things that they would like to suggest for it. But yeah, I mean, any suggestion is welcomed. You could try this, you know, that, yeah, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. Yeah, I thought I did do that as well. Does anyone have the sound effect walking on wood? Yeah, there are some here. If that person didn't see that earlier. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so I guess all there really is to do left is, I guess, incorporate my inspect system and my note system, to make it so it's more pertinent to what we're doing here. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? I'm from the United States, specifically the East Coast. I'm an EST. Unless changed in 5.4, which I don't think so. Reflection captures don't work with Lumen. Huh. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you, man. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, because when I build reflections, I mean, it does seem like it becomes more like visible. But I sent you a tablet UI suggestion on Discord if you want to check that out. I gave it my best. Sure, let's check it. Where did you Is this the one you put? Yeah, this looks good. If I have something like this, I could do like because it would be more than just, I guess, item, like looking at your items. So it would probably be more than that. So it would probably be like let's see. It would probably be more like, oh, it's on DMs? Oh, let's see. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, yeah, see, this is more of what I was thinking of. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. If you do like an inventory here, yeah, like a map type of system here. This is a good idea. The only thing is if I want to put the settings in there, mainly because of the fact that like, you know, I mean, like if they press escape, they should probably go to settings. So I don't know. Or it could just be a shortcut to go there as well. Yeah, that might be a good idea. And then maybe, yeah, this would be like information that the user has to do, stuff like that. Usually what like a lot of games do is they do like the left is kind of like a UI where it's like vertical, and on the right is what you click on the left, if you know what I mean. Yeah, no, this is really good actually. I really like that. Let's see. Thank you to everyone that's joining the Discord, by the way. We got a lot of new users today, a lot of new people coming in, a lot of new friends in the community. Okay, so yeah, if that's the case, if light reflections don't really work, then I mean I might as well get rid of them. I'm gonna look into it a little bit more, but oh yeah, it's TARS, that's what it is, Edon. It's TARS and Kip, you're right. Yes, it's TARS. It's good to see someone that don't make another Breath of the Wild inspired game. Why do I not know? Why does that not like ring a bell right now? Breath of the Wild, like Zelda? Oh, like those type. Seattle? No, I'm not in Seattle. I'm currently in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia. What's up, Music Fox? For inventory to let the player immersion, I think an inventory like the forest would be good. Yeah, so the forest actually has a pretty cool inventory, depending on which one you're talking about. The inventory on the forest is really unique. This one, that is really cool. I like theirs. They made, you know, the forest is actually in is made in Unity. Maybe like you can add an inventory UI in the player's hand watch or some kind of screen in his arm. Yeah, the only thing like that is if you do something in his arm, I feel like is super similar to like Resident Evil, with like Resident Evil their wristwatch. Like if you look up Resident Evil 7 wristwatch, right, or wristband, they have like the wrist this, which shows like their health. And I don't want to be too similar to Resident Evil. Like right here you can see it, that's how it shows in game. Nothing's wrong with inspiration from a good game. That's true, that is true. Isn't Seattle on West Coast like in Washington? I'm not an American. Yeah, it is. Yep, all the way in the top left of America. So basically the AI is ChatGPT on roids, basically. But I'm gonna make it so you can actually have a dialogue. Like there's gonna be a dialogue system with the AI, as well as like some of the characters that are actually gonna be in the game. But yeah, I feel like that's probably the best way to do it. Real-time inventories are sick. I'm too dumb to figure out a normal inventory though. I'm gonna end up making a tutorial for an inventory eventually on the channel. They take a lot of time though, so just making sure I set it all up correctly. You have an idea for the UI for the tablet? If you want to, you can put it on Discord, or you can say it in the chat or anything like that. Yeah, this one, it has lightning so the players stay immersed in the horror. Good thing the stream will be uploaded. Missed a ton due to work. Yeah, it'll definitely be on there, Roland. It'll definitely be on there. Check DMs. I sent an image. Let's see. Is this the one you're talking about? Or am I looking at the wrong message? I have the what do you call it on when I'm streaming, it doesn't show the full name. If so, this is pretty cool. This is pretty good. Yeah, no, this is pretty good. Let's see. Cameras, map, missions, messages. This is good. I wanted to have a section where you can go to messages and you can kind of see like maybe like notes that you have from previous people and stuff like that. But yeah, no, this is pretty good. With like subcategories is definitely a good idea. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do something similar to that. Definitely something similar to that. Let's see. Yeah, it's just these two, and then also I have a ladder system here. I'm trying to decipher if I want to have this as a ladder or an elevator. And also it seems like this is disconnected, so I'm gonna have to connect that. But I feel like a ladder makes it like there's more immersion with a ladder, if that makes sense. Like especially if I have like hand animations with the ladder. It'll make it so you'll really have to like climb down and climb back up, and I have like some really cool horror elements that I'm thinking will be really cool. Like if you're like looking up while you're climbing and maybe you see something up here, something like that. What's up, Captain? AI can be used to make some scary dialogue, such as you're in room 4, right? The player be like, what do you mean? Yeah, definitely stuff like that could be really cool. Is more immersion if the character just floats in that section? Ladder is better for horror games, you can't see the bottom. I'm gonna make a level now because I'm pretty far in my horror game, and just a level would help see what it needs. What's up, Caden? What's good, man? You know, I feel like a ladder is a pretty good system for it. But I mean, it's either... See, if I do the float thing, believed, I feel like I would have to make it so... There, I mean, like, because if you're walking around normally everywhere else, I'd have to make it so there's some type of zero gravity, so like you can go down this and not in other places, you know what I mean? Maybe I can make like a little room, like a little door or something, and in there is where it's zero gravity. Maybe that would be a good idea. If I did something like that, that could be really cool. And I guess that would be like more immersion, or more immersing. More immersive. What am I saying? Game's going good, man. Game's going good. I'm just trying to work on some things. I have to incorporate some of the tutorials I made, actually. I have to incorporate the inspect system and the note system. So not sure if I'm gonna do that in this live stream. So far we've made metal sounding footsteps, so I'll show you those real quick. We have like these
No shit, Evie.
you can hear these footsteps,
I've got to go turn on that power.
which I feel sound pretty good. I feel like it sounds pretty realistic. And we talked about what I can do for like types of UI for the game. So I think I'm gonna do a type of 3D type of UI, at least for when like you go to your inventory and stuff like that. Let's see. While climbing down a ladder, you should play some scary sound from Dark Beneath. I don't know Dark Beneath, but I don't think they would like very much if I played their sounds. Send some more ideas and DMs if you want to check them out. Yeah, I'll check them out in a minute. Hold on. So yeah, I'm gonna also need a type of UI for like, so like for example, this is a locked door, right? So if I want to interact with this door, I'd have to make it so I click on this, right? And you click on E, and then it'll pop up a menu, like open key menu, like you see right there. So I'd have to do something similar to that. And that's where like, it really depends what UI I use. Cause like we've seen here, like there's some good ones, like especially Resident Evil, they have good UI. I could use something similar to when they try to unlock something. Where is theirs? They have like, if you unlock something, you basically, it opens up your inventory and you have to pick something from your inventory. I think a better sound would be something similar to a person walking on a fire escape. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look for more footsteps just for like different areas. You don't want to make them all sound the same, but what is the font you use for the dialogues? For which dialogues? In the beginning? I think it was Roboto? Let me actually see. Pretty sure it's Roboto though. Audio, voiceovers. Where is it?
Just so we are clear, you understand that you are not permitted to tell any persons about this.
Excuse me, sir. Stop. I was about to say, where is it playing from? I have my... It should be Roboto though. It's a UI. I have it somewhere. I'm pretty sure it is Roboto. Pretty sure it is Roboto. Yeah, it is. It's really good. I gotta go for now. You have a good day, sir. You too, sir. You too, Rag Bro. Have a great day, man. But yeah, so yeah, I think I use Roboto for that. Let's see. So at this point, I might as well try to see. Let me go to my first person blueprints, my blueprint character, and let me see what I'm doing here. So I have my damage logic. This is for head bobbing. Okay, my event begin play. Also, this is a way to make it so that the character can't look super up or super down. Like it's kind of like a limited visual looking, like up or down. And that's what Resident Evil has. And I seen that, I was like, you know what? Let me actually incorporate that, because why have it so they can look all the way up and all the way down? It'll like kill the immersion a little bit. It's not really realistic. But yeah, so I incorporated this. So basically, they can't look all the way up and they can't look all the way down. And I have to work on the turn and play system, so I can make a tutorial on that as well. You should make the guy say it's locked, like you have some phrases like the door is locked. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna do that. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna do some some stuff like that would definitely be good. Oh, I did the was super well. I don't know what I did wrong. You might have did so like make sure you get these values right. Here, I'll show you. So if you go first person effects, camera shake. If you go to your walking camera shake, you want to make sure that you have the same values I have in the tutorial. If you haven't changed like one of these by like, I don't know, if you type like 775 instead of 7.5, you'll have something crazy in comparison. So yeah, just make sure you have that all set up. So okay, so I don't know if I should replicate the entire base item with like the entire logic right now, or if I should do that off stream. I might do that off stream. How long have we been live? 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah, I might call it here, guys. We have been live for a little while, and I do have to eat lunch. It is, or I mean, at this point, almost dinner now. It's almost 5 p.m. Jeez. And I know some of you guys are all over the world. Where are you guys at right now, if you don't mind me asking? Like, where in the world? Not literally where, but like what country type of thing. I'm in the United States, so over here it's almost 5 p.m. at this point. Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, I remember that, Kaden. Yeah, Scotland. I remember you telling me that in the last live. Greece. Wow. Oh, you're in Florida. That's nice. Really humid, but that's nice. Romania. I see. Okay, let's see. I might make this for the next. I might just do this off stream because this is basically just literally copying what I have. You should check out Metro Exodus in inventory system. The player character will put his back forward and the inventory will appear. Let me check that out actually. I'll check that out really quick and then I'll probably get off live. Metro Exodus inventory. How does their inventory look? I guess I'll have to watch a video of it. Video, and then let's go to here and let's see if someone has a video of it.
Today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today is the day I hope you will donate to support.
Let's see.
Froze anything off yet, darling?
Let's see where they actually do the inventory system. Is this it right here?
Be ideal. Anna, you cover him.
Yes, sir.
May I go with RQ2? Yes, backup. No.
No, that's not it.
You're not to take a step away from the Aurora. These two can handle
Let's go.
Is this it right here? Let's see. L1 to open equipment inventory. Ah. Yeah, see, those are hard to make. That takes a lot of time to make those. Especially if you have like a lot of moving parts. So like right here, you see how they have the place the backpack. So they spawn the backpack as a blueprint, and then they have the hand, and they have like idle animations with the hand, so it looks realistic. Yeah, that's an advanced inventory. Wow. I really appreciate you being here, Gamers Headquarters. In India, yeah. It's 2 a.m. over there, wow. Now this is a really cool inventory system though. This is a really good one. I'm probably gonna go with what you guys said, probably like some type of, I'm gonna go on Sketchfab. Because I am not a 3D modeler. I wish I was. I'm not as good as I want to be. But I'm definitely gonna do some type of tablet system. And I'm gonna have to make a UI with the screen. Look into maybe some 3D UIs and stuff like that. But hopefully by the next stream I have something cool going with that. But I am, like I said, I'm gonna have to grind out a bunch of tutorials for you guys just so I can have them all scheduled. So I can like really take the time to work on all this. Let me see. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a good one. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys felt at home. And I'll see you guys the next time I'm live. Bye, guys.